delivering value to HubSpot customers. So if you are a HubSpot customer, I'm using HubSpot every day, a lot of time we start here. A table of contacts or companies and with a lot of missing data or the information that I need to go through a lot of steps to get value from. For example, a company URL, I need to click on it, go to the website, click on the different pages of the website, read through them and come up with some kind of personalization strategy or prepare for the call I'm going to have with that person. One fundamental things we do within HubSpot is we transform these tables into generative tables. And what I mean by that is imagine there are different specialized AI agents, and these AI agents are going to do deep research, analysis, and different types of expert tasks on different contacts and companies, and return and generate content that are useful and ready to be utilized, like email that I want to send those people, like questions that I have as an expert. Is it a B2B company or B2C company? This is a simple question. Essentially, you may say it might take me a few seconds to just look at the homepage of a website of a company and answers that. But imagine you have 50,000, 100,000 of them, and you have one question like this that might mean a lot of things for your business, how you want to answer it. And essentially, you can run a specialized AI agents on questions that are relevant to your business and run it, and everything would be generated and ready to be utilized on different parts of HubSpot. I can go through that, more examples later. And we have different types of information. Sometimes you want to know infer as an expert, are they a sales-led organization or product-led, what GTM strategy they have, some information about the competitors, their ICPs they serve, and so on and so forth. But let's say I go back and to this contact and I say, okay, I want to reach out to this Lindsay. And that's another part that this is today of a salesperson. They land here and they need to click on the company, check them, research them. They might need to go through some data points they might have in CRM, very likely they don't. And that would require them to spend a couple of minutes to understand who that person is and what to say over the phone if they are going to call them, on what to write on an email. But imagine this. So this is the playbook functionality inside HubSpot. They open it and they know exactly where this person is working, and an overview of the person, company, the differentiation they have, product, and the unique offer and unique differentiation, the DCM strategy. For example, in the context of this business, I need to know if they are a sales-led, a marketing-led, what kind of, how is it consultative sales they have, are they more are selling to very diverse ICPs? I want to know who they are, their customers, and I want to know the competitors. And then I have some general questions. But the thing is, knowing these things, I can go highly prepared to a call and build a relationship and build use cases and how we can help that organization. But before personalized, essentially might take 10 minutes, 20 minutes to get ready or to call or write a personalized email. Essentially, it is 100% automated. And I'm going to go to other functionalities later. Hopefully, you would love them. And but for now, let's focus here. And this is another part that I wanted to highlight. The other part that I'm going to highlight is sequences. A lot of time, someone submit a form. We put $5,000, $10,000 or more on budget on paid ads. We are bringing organic traffic to our websites. We pay for tools like ZoomInfo or 6sense, and we invest a lot on data. And once the data lands in the CRM, with Personalize, we can fully deep research them, qualify them, segment them, and generate all the messages that need to be sent to that person. We start nurturing a conversation, initiating conversation. The more touch points, the higher chance we can convert them. You send the first email, second email, third and fourth, and you can add more touch points. And the idea is once there is some engagement, you assign it to a salesperson, say, hey, now it's time to call that person. And by the way, don't research them. I already drafted a call script. There are two versions you can select. And if it goes to the voicemail, if you think that's a good strategy, just to leave this voice message. And there are some ideas and personalized voice messages that you can leverage right away. And then you can try it again, maybe a couple of times. If they don't convert, go on LinkedIn. And by the way, I already have a context of who this person is from the LinkedIn research that we've done, and also a LinkedIn invite that can help you to quickly craft a connection request to that person. This is, I kind of don't know, I would leave it to you guys, but this is the future of how we are going to prospect. It's AI augmented, lots of touch points, highly personalized. Every touch point can be fully customized. It can have expert reasoning capabilities, so it can look at an expert in the domain, use the jargons, uh, connect dots about what pain points they have, how we can help them. And these are the differentiations, personalized offers, so you can go very deep and be an accurate in conversations. At the same time, you enable salespeople spending no time on research, and they can start taking over when the timing is right, and they start nurturing and building relationship with some manual touch points. Okay, so these are two great examples I said, and I'm going to go beyond that. So if I want to give you another things, if I go back to this person, Lindsay, you see there is a qualification. So a lot of time we use lead scoring inside HubSpot. So we have a massive existing database. So we have tens of thousands of contacts over years, and we are running this lead scoring to use a framework to prioritize the right leads that they are ready or they are ripe, and kind of there's a good probability that we need to engage them right now for maximizing the creating new opportunities. But a lot of time, if you go to a scoring system, and I'm going to show you possibility. Again, this is a sandbox account, so we don't have that much of real engagement, but I'm going to show you what you already know, which is if this is the way we score today, which is how many times they visit our website, do we have created any deal for them, what was the last conversations we had, things like that. It's more things that are more available in a structured format. But the thing is, lead scoring is all about I am an expert in my domain. I know my customers, and there's a lot of nuanced things and kind of information that require reasoning that I need to apply. And let me give you a couple of examples. I want to say if the company is B2B, I want to give them another 20 points. If the company, based on some enrichment, a kind of agents that we are using different sources, they use HubSpot 6 and ZoomInfo, another 20 points. Again, this comes from enrichment, and sometimes it comes from a GTM strategy. This is inference by AI. This company is a sales-led organization, and we can be very unique about them. So therefore, another 10 points. So as you see, the generative tables behind lead scoring means we can have a framework that now can bring expert opinions and expert evaluations into the lead scoring, which is completely game-changing for a lot of organizations. So you can go through tens of thousands of contacts and companies and prioritize them, not only based on some activity data. Now we can use reasoning and go through all unstructured data and leverage them. So that's here. And then I want to just show you a couple more ideas. So everything that I showed you now, we can also orchestrate them and also do something, a lot of unique things with the HubSpot workflows. To give an example is, this is a form submission workflow, and how it works is if someone submits a form, a lot of time it has custom data points. It's this attached file, they answer some technical questions, they provide some additional information about their request. And it might be, depending on the source, you might treat them differently. If they are coming from paid ads, they might download a specific white paper, they might attend to a specific event. These are contextual information that you want to leverage. First of all, you always want to qualify, because 30% of the time on average, we are wasting our time talking to the wrong people in the wrong organization. So it should be qualified. If they pass the qualification criteria, we need to generate a cadence, a sequence of 4 emails. As you remember, everything goes enrolled in a sequence, and you already saw the rest. But the thing is, this form follow-up sequence using the custom data point that comes with the form is a very powerful use case that will give you a lot of flexibility and new use cases that you can leverage on AI. And imagine this, that around 40% of leads converting from forms, you never touch them, or we typically send a generic the templated message to them because we typically salespeople are overwhelmed and they don't have time to qualify and research and write to them. And this is the bottleneck on the amount of we have invest a lot of resources, and we can really utilize that investment into the way that we can enable our sales and generate more opportunities for them. I'm going to bit more about things that we are building. So we also have reporting, so we can add reports based on expert kind of outputs that we have. But I want to show you something that is coming, and we are offering one of the first in the market on that, which is, let me show it to you. So essentially, imagine there is a website you built on HubSpot, and there are content here, so they just have some content information. We might add a section for our account executive to welcome the person coming to the website, and you might have some information. This is a template, but just also use of some of our own wording and value prop here as well. But now imagine this. So someone that you already know, they come to this page. You know them, you personalize this, you put their names, which is something that the maximum personalization, you know what website personalization is this. But now let me go to the level that we never seen, and personalize is leading this, which is imagine that we generate a personalized welcome message on the website. We go further. If there is a value prop, we use their own data and personalize sections of the website on their own unique go-to-market strategy and translating things. Again, these are now, the content might not be perfect, but you get the idea. And this is, but the idea is we are going to generate millions of homepages for millions of visitors, and as soon as we know who they are, we translate everything around them. And it's not just A/B testing images based on industry. It's not about the company name anymore. It's generative content. This is a new generation of possibilities that we generate content on a contact level for personalization. So the same time goes on the email marketing emails as well. I wouldn't go that for now, but essentially we are going to impact a lot of functionalities that are used in HubSpot. But let me go the other side, which is I'm going to talk about what will happen behind the scenes. So this is a target account. It's a test account, and in Personalize, a lot of time we just let me just so essentially it's already done. That's why I need to load it. So let me go one step before. So a lot of time So now let me show you how Personalize Studio works. A lot of time when a customer signs into the platform, they would need go through what we call them an onboarding journey. And this is AI powered, and they need to just provide some information about their business. Essentially, once we have that, it's like they hired a consultancy like Deloitte. We are going to do deep research their company. We are going to Google the company. We are going to scrape different key pages of their website, enrich them with some enrichment agents that we have. We want to know that business. And it might take a couple of minutes. It's already taken care of before, but I just want to show you the thought process of what this deep researcher and also analyst will do on the company data. It will start going through all the different data points, and then it will start processing it. Again, it's a time-consuming process, but the beauty is it is automating weeks of work into a couple of clicks.